Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the stream. I am Razim and this is Infinite Unknowns Pathfinder. I am going to turn it over to Kerr for the recap. Oh crap, I forgot to get this up. Okay, I'll get things switched over in just a moment, but Kerr, go ahead with the recap.
Okay, so we has recently arrived at the town of Sandpoint for the festival to consecrate their church. And during said ceremony where we ate, enjoyed food, met people, and, murdered a whole group of goblins that decided to invade the town. Nothing big, no big deal, no problems. And we have succeeded in murder, death, kill of the goblins, and then we retired to the inn to rest and relax after our victory. And then we were going to kind of explore the town of Sandpoint the next day and say hello to everyone, and things. Also, we met someone, Noble, who we saved from the Gobos, and I'm trying to think of anything else that happened. Oh yes, we stole lots of things, or some of us stole lots of things.
No, you can't prove. I deny it ever happened. You don't have proof, and even if you did, I didn't do it.
We don't need to steal from these people. These people are good, nice. They're useful.
But shiny.
We get more shiny. Otherwise, yes, we would be fun times together.
Well,
Also, we spent like an hour going over everything because the new stuff was here, and it was like, ooh, this is really cool. The lighting effects, ooh, the particle effects.
Thank you so much for those that donation there, Toshime. The donation goal has already been completed, Ericlast.
Oh, wow.
Purely with bits, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's $100 worth of bits. Completes the donation goal as far as I'm concerned. Just means you'll have to wait a bit on your share, Ericlast.
It's okay.
You get it on the 15th, don't you?
Of next month, yes.
Mm.
But yeah, that's a recap. Oh, I forgot my icon. Part of the problem of the transition here is that there are so many new things that I need to keep track of now that it's not all basically muscle memory for me anymore, so...
That's just going to be a practice thing. You'll be all good there.
It'll get better over time.
I apologize in advance. We're probably not going to get to another fancy map until next session.
Oh, but I like the fancy map.
We're just going to be in Sandpoint probably today, because, I know how far we got. We literally did, the first 2 pages. From all the role-playing we did. And there's going to be even more of that today. It's going to be great.
You guys are technically not even done with day 1.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Zim, catch, nibbles. We're just waiting on Zim.
What do you mean?
There you are.
I mean, just because the icon's not up there doesn't mean I'm not in here.
I didn't see you.
That's exactly what it means. If we can't see you, you don't exist.
No, it just means I'm super duper stealth.
What's object permanence? All right. So, Last left off, you guys were having a hero's feast in the Rusty Dragon Inn. Just as dusk was settling and the sun was setting. Sound of what's her face, whose name I can't pronounce, playing for you guys while feeding you her.
The salmon?
Yeah, it was a salmon. Oh yeah, it was curry salmon.
Yes.
So while you guys are eating,
Kaijutsu is her last name. Amiko. Amiko Kaijutsu.
yeah, Amiko. One day I'll remember everyone's name.
Don't worry.
It's so many NPCs in this.
Yes, there is, and that's one of the things that makes it great.
So while you guys are feasting, Sheriff Hemlock enters into the inn and tracks down the party. My adventurers.
I didn't do it.
I'd hate to ask another favor after everything you've done for us. But Father Xanthus, there's something going on at the cathedral. He noticed something weird, and I fear that there may be
Yes,
more
we go
goblins.
help. We go help right now.
Just like that. Thank you.
Statch, come. Zen and other Zen.
I am still enjoying feasting.
Statch, this is important. Possible information on experiment subjects.
You promised that already, and it didn't pan out last time.
You still lost bet with me.
Fine. Stax will grudgingly get up and ready to head over.
All right. Do the rest of the party join?
Talking about the blind leading the blind.
Zen, come, help. Nibbles. There's hero fighting to do.
I'm not
Probably
hero.
post an
Right?
image.
Hero fight.
I'm not hero.
No, he's Nibbles.
Here's Sheriff Hemlock.
Fight.
Fight. Come. This way. And Ketch is just gonna get up, walk over. If Statch allows him, he's just gonna pick up Statch and just start off ahead
No,
of Sheriff Hemlock.
Stax will not allow that, but he will
Okay.
climb into the saddle.
And he's going to walk ahead of Sheriff Hemlock, almost like he kind of knows where he's going as he heads up towards the graveyard.
So yep. Everyone starts heading towards the boneyard. Just outside of the end, Father Xanthus was waiting. So it's a fairly short trip, although it is on the opposite side of town from the inn. While you guys are walking there, the sheriff is all... So, are you guys planning on staying long?
Yes. We stay help.
That's good to hear. Adventurers are great for keeping the town safe.
We
Yes.
good at that.
Shifty eyes. Say.
He's kind of look over at Zen. We help protect people. No hurt bad things.
We don't hurt
No,
bad
no.
things.
No, we don't do bad things. Bad hurt kill things. The
No hurt man thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We don't hurt Madfig if Madfig don't hurt us, but Madfig always plotting scheme.
Everything always plot scheme.
And they call us the schemers.
But these man things, good man things, useful, helpful.
Well, CC.
So it's about
Mm. They make good
probably
boars.
about a 15-minute walk over to the boneyards.
As we get near the gates of the boneyards, Ketch is just going to summon his armor over himself.
Alright.
And he's going to draw his massive axe off of his back.
And while you're drawing your axe, Hemlock asks Father Xantus to wait in the cathedral. He'll let him know when things are safe. And he points the party towards the vault. Basically, a sepulcher that's been seemed to have gotten assaulted by the goblins. Can I get a perception check from everyone? Man, my brain just broke. Need more caffeine.
Draw red shadow.
Brain, not even once.
So, everyone but Zen, or everyone but Ketch, notices that goblin footprints, or a series of footprints left by goblins and one larger humanoid, have approached and entered this vault.
Is the fighter still with us? The other sheriff?
Yeah,
person?
the sheriff is with you guys.
Hemlock's with us.
Has anybody gone in there already?
No, as soon as we notice that the vault's been disturbed, it seems it was closed behind whoever's in there. I needed more help. Our guards are still making sure all the goblins are cleaned off. That's why I sought out you guys. You seem to know what you're doing.
Well,
Big step boot.
some of the footprints over here. Looks like somebody bigger than a goblin was with them.
Might be part of the reason why the goblins attacked us. They hadn't attacked us before.
Ketch
way,
is just like... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Either way, let's get this vault open.
Like, when he says that, Ketch is just, like, gonna slam his axe into the ground, like, 2 or 3 times, like, just annoyed and frustrated.
Hold on. We'll get to the murder death kill in just a minute. But first, we have to have some formalities.
No,
So-
not murder,
Okay.
death, kill, other things.
I thought
Scheme
you wanted
secrets.
to slay them all.
Yeah.
Complicated, Thatch. Complicated, difficult. Frustrating. Angry.
So
Is
So are we
you
killing? Are we just
invest-
killing the people of the town, or no?
No. People of town, useful good. Protect, help.
They make
Yes,
good
yes,
booze.
they are good. They are good grade for test subjects.
No test subjects.
All
Satch.
And booze. Can't forget booze. And
Booze
cheese.
is okay, I suppose.
All of the cheese. How about that cheese that you had?
It is okay.
Do we keep those?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys see the sheriff get over to start opening the vault.
Ketch is going to move over towards the door, and he's going to stand in front of it and lift his axe, ready to swing it as soon as it opens.
And the door opens, and initiatives as two skeletons lurch out to whoever's on the other side of the door.
That was almost a 20. That would have been so appropriate here.
And
At least I'm getting my ones out now.
there we go. Do-do-do. Zen, you're at the top of the initiative. Two skeletons lurch out, looking like they're about to attack Ketch. What do you do?
Well, the same thing Zen always does. Run up and shoot it with his pistol at point blank.
All right. Roll that attack.
Also, why is Sheriff Hemlock showing as hostile?
Because NPCs show as hostile.
You should be able to click the
Or is
little
that...
button next to them to change it to neutral or friendly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I'm okay with killing him.
No!
Would a 12 hit their touch AC?
I do believe so. Let me check. Double check. Yes, just hits their touch. Although they haven't acted yet, so they're flat-footed. So
Well,
flat-footed touch
I,
is 10.
okay. In that case, I'm doing this as...
Which also means they can't do an attack of opportunity on you.
But that's what he wants.
So one
I do.
one
also-
skeleton just blasts into dust as you run up and shoot it with your pistol.
I do also want to point out something that I discovered that might be better for us overall. Those that have guns, try to set them up as a spell rather than a weapon. Because you can set spells to specifically target the touch AC, and it'll save work on Air Class N.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Weapons are strictly, normal AC, whereas spells can be set to target touch instead of regular.
Which is weird because you can also have ghost touch weapons that affect touch AC.
Probably another thing that's... I mean, spells are basically the same either way. It's just slightly different on how it's actually done. In fact, I'm going to do that on my
skeleton
own.
dead.
Yeah, I'll do that myself. That would be my turn, which is one skeleton goes kaboom.
And Ketch is going to be swinging his axe in on the other one to try to just cleave it in half.
That's a hit. That is
Uh,
somewhat of a hit.
Let me check something real quick, because I want to make sure I...
Is that a threat?
That's what I'm double checking. I
Okay.
think it's only a 20, but I'm double checking the crit. Yeah, it's just a 20.
Okay. Oh well. I mean, it's probably going to be dead, but
Oh, it's 46 plus 18. I just wanted to see the critical. That would have been 66 damage. Oh no, it's 3 times crit. So that would have been 99 damage. If that had been the
Partially
critical.
It didn't even matter that you were doing a damage type resisted by the skeleton. It just gone. Just turns into just dust in front of you. So just bone meal just flies out.
That bad thing's gone. Safe now.
Just hear the sheriff go, "Oh, that would have been a nasty surprise. Glad I brought you guys along." Let's see what's in here. Any of you guys got a torch?
What?
See the
We
sheriff-
see dark.
Past dancing lights.
Stax does have a lantern, which he'll pull out.
So,
I imagine there's probably a little hook on the saddle that he just hangs it from.
Yeah.
So a search of the vault reveals that there is a discarded robe on the floor. And the sarcophagus has been emptied. Just hear the sheriff go, "Who'd steal Ezekind's body?"
Axe hits
Dirty
the wall and just embeds itself into the side of it.
All these goblins come so someone could steal somebody's body? Adventurers, if you could, just keep this between you, me, and the priest. Don't need to let the townsfolk worry anymore.
What about Mayor Leader?
Might need to tell him too. I'll tell him myself.
Also, Sheriff Guard, there is person place we should check watch for goblin sneaks.
You think there may be some more goblins somewhere?
Yes. One goblin, bad dangerous.
You saw another one? Where is it?
The place he pauses for a moment, and you see him reach into one of his little pockets he has, and he pulls out like a very large little notebook, and he opens it and starts kind of leafing through it. Before he closes it and puts it away. In home of owner of Petal Dog, the bark yip thing.
Let's see. The Barretts?
Yes. Dangerous, bad. Need stop.
Alright, I'll gather my men.
Well, we can take care of it. He's gonna look at Statch and the others. Help? Or I do. He kind of seems a little bit nervous, but he's trying
We'll
to get
fight.
everyone to join. Yes, goblin, bad.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Dangerous goblin, kill slay it.
How do you know this?
You see his hand move over the pouch that had the big notebook in it that he had. Weighs thing, saw it run. Catch observant. Smart.
Very well.
So you see the sheriff, concerned but confused, start heading over to the Barrett's house.
Ketch is going to follow. He is still in his armor, and he is still holding his axe over one shoulder now.
At this point, it's fairly dark.
He's going to
starting to.
he's going to look at the sheriff. Sheriff, get people out first. Important. All people out, including dog.
Oh, he's like, okay. Then as you reach the house, you hear the shriek of a kid. And then the barking of a dog. Which, of course, gets the sheriff to go running immediately into the house. Doesn't
Ketch
even
is
bother
going-
knocking.
Ketch is going to be right after him.
Monk! I need a monk!
Sorry, I didn't want
I'm
that to
taking
come through.
with me.
So you hear the
I think it
you
was
hear the
perfectly
kid
timed.
just going, "Mom, Dad, there's a goblin in the closet. There's a goblin in the closet." It's like, go to bed. Just go to bed. You're dreaming. Wait, Sheriff, what are you doing in here? We've gotten a report from the adventurers that they saw a goblin enter the house. What? Yes. He signals to Ketch.
Ketch is just going to move forward. He's going to wave for the child and to get the dog and step out of the room first.
You see the parents just get the child and the dog and start moving them away.
And he is going to draw his axe. Guard door. Make sure goblin no get out. Datch. Zen. It in hiding closet. It might be stealth. And he's going to prep his axe to swing it if he sees the goblin when the closet is opened.
If Zen's told it's in the closet, Zen is going to open the closet door and fire in.
So you
Goblin or
open-
no goblin, it's open and blam.
So you open
It's
to
per person's
pretty
house.
much an empty closet. You put a grape-sized hole into the wall.
Zen.
Closet's
Wait, just-
mostly empty, and there's just a fur on the floor.
Ketch is going to bring down his axe carefully to push that aside.
And there is a small goblin-sized hole.
That there.
I need to find this character. I wasn't ready for this encounter to pop
I'm sorry.
up.
So you should be.
I'm sorry.
Actually, he hasn't had 5 days.
Hashtag not sorry, actually.
Girl skirt.
So, Zen, how are you setting up a spell that can do something? Because I'm trying to prepare a spell and it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Okay, so first off, you click the star icon, the blue one
To
on
add
the
a spell
bottom.
class? Yep.
In that, and then I just name it weapons. Click the magnifying glass to the right of it, and just put a number into like level 1. Change the ability to the whichever one is for it. So in this case, Dex for guns. Which this should be set up right.
All right. So does someone crawl into the crawl space?
Real quick, let me finish answering.
Okay.
So yeah. After that, after you add a number into the 1 and set the ability to Dex, you should have a level 1 field. You click the plus sign there, and then you just type in the name of the weapon. Right click on the one of the 2 boxes, doesn't matter which, and you go to add spell action, then add cast. And then you'll also do it again, add spell action, and then add damage. From there, you click the magnifying glass to the right of the cast line, and you just click the box under attack until it says R touch. And if you've got any bonuses, like I've got a +2 to attack, you just add those in the box. I will point out that this will not keep track of crits, so you'll need to manually do those. But at the least, you know, it's a lot less work on Aeroclast. And then damage, you add normal. Just make sure you change the spell damage from yes to no.
I mean, personally, it sounds like a lot more work to just save somebody from looking at touch AC.
It's more work for us once versus Aeroclast having to deal with the lag on the server to bring up each individual creature to check their touch AC.
So a little bit more work front end, a lot easier DM side and back end.
Yeah, and long term, because we only have to set this up once. Whereas every time we shoot a new type of enemy, unless Aeroclast keeps track of them all and doesn't have to recheck everybody.
And I have the memory of a goldfish.
Yeah. It really isn't that much work either way.
Just basically speeds up the game a little bit for us.
Yeah. So anyways, back to the game here. If it's goblin-sized, I think Stash and Catch are out for squeezing through it.
No, I break things.
Yeah, unless Catch decides he's going to start tearing up their floor.
Well, Zen is more than happy to try and skitter-scurry down the hole.
Okay.
Goblin there?
So you skitter down and roll your initiative, Zen, as a goblin comes lunging at you with a makeshift knife. All right, you go before the goblin.
Alright. I have yet to fully set up the touch AC, so it's simply going to be a point-blank shot against, again, touch.
Against his touch is 14, so you hit.
Now, this will provoke an AO, and since I'm assuming he's prepared, he does get his AO on me.
Yeah, he does get his AO, so...
Yay! Attacks of opportunity regenerate my grit, so I can use more flashy stuff.
And he misses.
I hope so.
Dink.
Dang, how high is your AC?
27.
Jaffer. Keep saying those beautiful
Oh.
words to me.
Everyone hears a the loud rapport of a
Boom.
flintlock pistol go off in the basement under the floorboard.
I gotta do this one to occur now.
Hold it!
Down, boy.
Do what?
Down. You should have heard it. Did it not play?
Oh, the hold it. Okay. No, I didn't realize that one was for me.
So,
Sorry.
unless anyone tries to save this thing, it's going to die there.
Well,
under
if
the
it,
floorboard.
so it's currently dying, is it?
It is dying.
Cool. I'm going to use the stabilize action to take the hot barrel of my pistol that I've just fired and press it into the wound.
Dang. Staunch the bleeding. But it's still unconscious.
Oh yeah. But if it's alive, like, may as well drag this thing out. You know, trying to drag the unconscious and not bleeding anymore goblin back out the hole. I know kill. Talk.
Talk.
He's gonna hold. He's gonna
Then
hold the
did
gun
you
next
just,
to its head.
Blast it with your musket after he got pulled out.
No, I suspect that's more us running
Okay.
tests to
Okay.
roll stuff. I think.
I'm just imagining you like, hey, look, I saved it. Bang!
If it's set up correct, it will say touch at the end there.
So as you,
It's not sound correct at all because it's adding an extra +10 out of nowhere.
Did you give it a +10 in the bonus?
Yep. Probably.
Yeah. Don't. So just set it to range touch.
Yeah, it'll automatically add your dex bonus and such. Even when it changes. I've got an extra +2 from traits. And it being a masterwork and stuff.
I should have a +1 from Masterwork, so I'll just add +1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to add the extra +1 as well.
as you drag the goblin out of the basement, you just see the Hemlock's eyebrow raise, impressed, and still confused.
Ketch is going to just like grin as he reaches into his side pouch, pull out a notebook and a little quill, and dab it into the pouch before starting to jot down little notes in his notebook. And he's just like grinning super wide.
What
So
are
what do
you
you do?
writing?
Note messages. Important.
So you now have a unconscious, nearly dead goblin. You hand it over to the authorities.
We can interrogate, find out who sent Goblin Army to attack her at Sandpoint.
I can throw that.
He's gonna look at the sheriff. Is that okay, acceptable?
We've investigated a lot of them. They've been no help,
Oh,
unfortunately.
no. You just have to know how.
But if you guys think you can get more information, I can stop you.
Ketch is going to pause before he's going to go over to the owners of the place. Sorry, apologies for damaging, hurting the closet. Did not mean to deal with Goblin.
We thought he was just having a bad dream. He seemed a little ill after watching one of the animals burn alive from the goblin raid. Wouldn't even think that thing could have made it in the house.
Sometimes it's good to just go ahead and humor children.
Ketch is going to kind of glance over at that and shake his head. Good smart, you did not check. Goblin dangerous. Could hurt you. He's gonna look at Pedal. Dog bark bark, scare it. Keep you safe for while it was hiding. For apologies, amends for damage break the closet, as he's going to pull out 100 gold and count it out and put it in a little bag to give to them.
You just see him go wide-eyed. What, really? You save us and then you give us money for the it's not even a lot of damage. Just a little bullet hole.
Apologies helps for you.
As they're saying, it's just a little bullet hole. If they look over, Zen's there with his little sickle trying to dip the bullet of the.
Also, like, for those watching right now, 100 gold in this world is like $100,000 to us. It's a lot of money.
So while
It's also 50
everything's
coins
going
per
on,
pound, so that is 2 pounds of gold.
Mm-hmm.
so while they're discussing everything, I'm going to be taking some of the silk rope that I have and tying said goblin up.
Should I ask why your rope is made of silk?
Because I had enough gold to buy it.
Silk rope I think, is also stronger than normal rope as well, by like 10 or 15 times.
It's also about a tenth of the weight, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. But I have a 50-foot length of it, so...
Rope is so handy. Literally just like get like 500 feet of the stuff and it's going to be useful in so many different ways.
Yeah, this is why I give you guys handy haversacks. Part of the fun of low-level D&D is having a bunch of random crap to use in situations.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even late game stuff like this could be useful.
And if I can I take said goblin and drag it off to my room over in the inn?
You're probably going to get some weird looks, but no one's going to stop you.
Okay. Sounds good.
And it is late now. Probably very close to midnight. So what does the party do?
Ketch is going to look at Statch. He's going to look a little guilty before he will go, Statch, we talk in private secret?
I suppose, but that... You really need to stop wasting gold like that.
I have lot.
And I still want to know how you knew.
Maybe explain. Maybe everyone, but worried, scared.
Let's go then.
And Ketch will look at the two Zens if they will come with, after making sure that the family is okay and taken care of.
The family's shaken, but overall okay.
And if the sheriff's doing well as well. Just
Yeah,
trying to get
sheriff-
his good side.
Sheriff is great, he's just confused.
Zens, you come back to inn, we talk?
Sure.
Okay.
A group of very unlikely heroes.
Honestly, at this point, Ketch is probably the most heroic of the group. But I blame that on things that will come out possibly right now. And Ketch will, when they get back to the inn, he will try to go and get Nibbles.
For the record, we have party reroll,
Okay.
a community reroll.
Okay. So you guys all head back to the inn. You hear, man, I can never remember her name.
Amika?
Amiko.
Emiko. See the goblin and go, I trust you guys, but be careful, foes. And try not to make too much noise.
We won't.
We have other
Thank you
guests.
for understanding.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure that there's no extra noise.
Then he's just going to look at his
Actually-
firearm.
Gets a little thought and who's holding the goblin right now?
Nibbles.
That would be me.
She slips Nibbles a scroll of silence.
Amiko is great.
Oh.
Amiko is great.
I actually already had something planned for that. You could check your DM. I just sent it to you.
Oh. Oh no.
Amiko's great, though. She is very great. I love her.
All right. So,
Do you need me to make any rolls?
Nibbles, you come our room. We talk before interrogate, find out secrets of Goblin.
that kind of stuff, you're not going to need to make any rolls.
Okay. Because I was going to say, I can make diplomacy, intimidation, whatever you want.
If you want to roll intimidate, give yourself a plus 20 bonus.
On a nat 20.
That poor goblin.
That poor goblin.
I wanted to tell me everything.
The gun makes it so they will.
And remember, cure light wounds isn't remove pain.
That is true.
Neither is road flare,
But
but it does stop the bleeding.
I will ask one thing of the bar lady.
Yeah.
I will hand her 200 gold and say, bring me all of the healing potions you can get.
She nods.
Are you doing that sneakily?
No. I'm
Okay.
pretty open about that.
If Stax would notice it, he would have a few things to say about that.
Oh, because that's right, you dealt with the alchemist last week.
Uh-huh. He'll speak up. Just do not get from alchemist person elf thing.
She looks at Statch and goes, "Oh, I know."
I
And
made him take his own acid.
Oh. Yeah, it was marked
think
as
I still
healing
have-
potion.
I think I still have some leftovers from my adventuring days. Let me just check here. And She goes down into the basement.
Also, by the way, I just want to say, Nibbles, you gave her enough gold to probably run her in for like the next 10 years without any customers.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I still have more.
She comes back with 4 bandoliers of health potions. Just bring back what you don't use.
I'll give you the bandoliers when I'm done.
Nibbles, before we interrogate, would you come to a room with us?
Sure.
Thank you. Like Stash would probably notice, considering they travel so much. Ketch doesn't get nervous. Never gets nervous. Like he gets excited for fights, but now he seems very, very, very nervous.
Also,
So how much?
unless this is specifically a really poor place, I think you're overhyping the value of gold quite a bit, considering to the average fee for doing your laundry is 1 silver piece.
And a health potion is 50 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. To get a scrap map, it's 10 gold pieces. To stay at a good inn per night, it's 2 gold pieces. So
It's a lot of money for. Most people don't stay in the good rooms; they stay in the cheaper areas.
Yeah.
Because the average worker only makes a week like a single silver piece.
that's what I'm trying to find out. A footman makes 5 silver pieces. A trained hireling makes 3 silver pieces per day. And
Yeah,
an untrained hireling does 1 silver piece per day.
I think you're thinking of like just a peasant. What a peasant makes.
Where there's a difference between a hireling, because those hirelings are typically like, these are people that are coming
Apprentices.
with you on your adventures, and part of that is hazard pay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, you know, from normal peasants, that's a huge amount of money. It might be a little over-exaggerated, but it's still a huge amount of money.
Well, it was just I was just talking because they gave it to Amico, right? And I'm fairly certain Amico runs this inn on a bit more than 100 gold pieces for a month.
Yeah, for a farmer can make. I'm trying to actually look real quick.
Sam,
Right.
why do they have lawyer here? Like, who the fuck wants to know a lawyer's wage in Pathfinder?
It actually matters,
Moriarty?
especially if you go into like a country like Chiliax.
Moriarty wants to.
I was going to say, have you seen some of the other games? We have had so many court battles in the other games. It's hilarious.
Objection.
Just hire the one with the
Say.
surname. Just hire the one with the surname Naruhodo, and you're fine.
No, you got to go for the avian.
So, going from the core rulebook, for the poor to average people with living expenses and such, they make usually the average commoner or laborer will make at most 3 gold pieces a month.
But that's including living expenses.
Yes. That's with living expenses included. Their total pay in that month will be 3 gold pieces. For people who actually like own like a larger home of their own and such, usually they make around 10 gold pieces. Most people who live together are around 3 gold pieces. And this is like a family together. For the average living expenses of 10 GP, that's 2 working adults, as well as usually kids who do work as well.
So with
But-
Amico running her own business, she'd be in the 10 gold pieces a month-ish ballpark.
This is the lifestyle of most trained or skilled experts or warriors for the average pay. And then wealthy are the people who can afford the fine rooms. Those are 100 GP a month, and they can secure any non-magical item worth 5 GP or less without having to worry about it.
And I could also whip out Ultimate campaign guide and look into just how inns are run and what kind of money they pull in.
Yeah,
Ultimate Campaign did it with the points, not money, because when
yeah.
they did it with money,
Well,
it was a bit screwy.
Points translate to money though.
Yeah, no. This is like one of those things where, like, for us as players, like, we get like, oh, hey, there's like 50 gold from here. That's not a big deal to us at all. Like, to the average person in this world, like, basically almost the entire population of Sandpoint, except for like the 4 noble families, that 50 gold is like basically a year and a half's worth of pay, if not a little bit more.
And also, yes, I have the Ultimate campaign guide in book form. If you guys really want me to dust it off and run your own shop or something, let me know.
I do too. It's downstairs. Also, I do actually have a profession in herbalism, so that might actually come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want to run a competing shop, I won't stop you.
I'm an armor and weaponsmith, so I can forge.
Competing alchemist. Do it. Do it.
Yes.
If I get enough gold.
Yes, I can fund the venture capitalists. I have 2,500 gold I saved up because I didn't need to buy armor or anything.
I'm gonna need more than that if I'm gonna do what I want.
Being the heroes of this town, you could probably get a small loan.
I don't
$5
think I
million?
can get. I don't think I can get enough for 4 galleys.
I mean, one of the noble families here does run the shipyard. You could probably talk to them and try to work out a deal.
True.
And this is
You
why
only need 30,000
I
gold
want to
per
show you
galley.
Kingmaker.
It's not part of the adventure, but I wouldn't stop the party from doing it.
I love it. It's like, this has nothing to do with the adventure, but let's do it anyway. This is great.
I mean, if we can actually start our own trading company and having the center point being around high grade alchemy.
Yeah, we could. I'm sure all 4 noble families would go in for that if they got a little bit of a cut.
Oh, of course.
I agree, as long as we also manage to develop or find warpstone.
We are also, just to let us know, we are also near one of the biggest trading hubs in Varizia over here. We are right next to Magnamar, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, cities in Varizia. And basically, like, if you want it, you can sell it or buy it there.
Oh, so I can sell my brother there. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
You could.
Wait.
All right.
One last thing before we go. I think if you were looking at chat, I figured out how to add a spell effect buff to self. That buffs attack rolls and damage. Because the Slayer gets a thing called Study Target, where they get a +1 to attack and damage against a certain target. So if anybody else has a spell effect that gives them a buff, I can give them the abbreviations off my sheet so they can do it themselves.
Like,
Do you have the one for giving the opponent a negative?
That would be targeted enemy, and it would be stat minus X, basically.
so,
All right, would
like,
you be able to
Bard
send
and
that to
his
me in-
bardic music inspire courage.
Me? Yes, I can.
I'm just saying, like, those kind of effects.
Yeah, like I'll apply it to myself right now. So If you see what that
cool.
I did in chat, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Two.
All right. Would you be able to message me the coding for that? Because I need to add that to my attacks.
Sure.
All right. So Nibbles, does
Yes.
anyone else assist in the interrogation?
Yeah.
Now, before anything happens and any of this is said, I want you to guys know I'm chaotic neutral.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to do evil things against evil people.
Yes.
No one's a paladin here.
Okay.
Oh man, now has anyone seen Gamers 2?
No.
Oh, there's a part where they're interrogating somebody, but there's a paladin in the party.
Oh, yes, I have seen that. That's the one with the quick hide behind the pile of dead bards, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the paladin just turns around.
Look, evildoer.
What?
What?
Where?
Ah! Over there. Ah!
Look, Sir Roderick. Evildoers.
I remember that.
This is about the closest movie you can get to a D&D movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you got a tied up unconscious goblin,
Mhm.
and you're about to do some awful, horrible things to it.
Yep. Now, do I
Ooh.
want to save the Scroll of Silence, or do I want to go ahead and use it?
It is
Well-
almost midnight. If you start practicing music,
Yeah, we should probably wait till the morning to do it.
Okay, I'll
Well-
go ahead and do the Scroll of Silence.
If you use silence, it won't be able to talk at all either. It'll be the entire zone will be silenced.
Hmm.
If we just wait till morning, almost everyone will be out of the inn, so then we can probably do it without anyone disturbing us.
Good point.
And it is midnight. We only have to basically just rest for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
We could do that.
We talk. I explain, tell what stats know things.
I thought your whole point with this was not letting us know about you knowing this.
He's not going to explain everything,
okay.
but
Also,
at this point, I think he does want to tell a little bit.
and these whole "it's a secret in my character" thing, it always comes out. Always.
Mhm. Always.
Oh, I
It
know.
will
I
come
was
out-
just not expecting it this early.
See, one of the things though is I'm also genre savvy enough to realize, and so would he, that this is going to come out at the worst possible moment when everything is going to absolutely blow up in his face, and he's trying to prevent that from happening. All it takes is one mind reader to mess things up, and voila! Suddenly, it's gonna be, oh, you lied to us. Oh, why didn't you tell us? How could you betray us like this? And then everything goes tits up for him.
It's fine. If you betray us, we'll just take your tail.
So once we are in the room by ourselves, He is going to kind of look around. Secure, make sure room safe, no one spying, sneaking.
How do you want Stacks to do that?
Like, just check the room. I figured Statch would be paranoid enough to know how to do that. They're skaven, after all.
Fair, and I do have bonuses to perception, so...
Like, I know no one's probably watching us, but I feel like for their society, this would be like par for course before they talk about anything. Clan Eshin is always watching.
I will be right back. Gotta go use the restroom, but I'll still be listening.
Take your time, man.
So Stetch doesn't notice anything unless is this for the whole party or
I
only
can
Stetch?
go ahead and do.
I thought it was just Statch and Catch talking.
He would have gotten everyone here.
How about a 28?
Not even a mouse is watching you.
That mouse works for Clan Eshin.
There is a
Oh, we
spider
are
in the
mice.
corner of one of the rooms, though.
I don't speak that. Well.
Polymorphed.
Then go kill it.
It just started weaving its web.
Go spray some insecticide on it.
It's about Charlotte.
So Zen is sort of hiding in the room.
Hiding in the room.
Just
He is so still that it is like he is invisible.
Wait. We gotta do this together, since we're twins.
Just catch trashing the room as he tries to kill the one spider, but just too small to hit it with the axe.
We are now the ceiling's hands. All hail the ceiling's hand.
Yeah, I was thinking like, well, I was probably hiding in the rafters. Yeah, we're both just sitting on different rafters.
I was just waiting for Zim to come back. He's been ensuring absolute secrecy. Also, I know the tropes of this kind of story. I know the horrible, horrible things that our class will probably pull out in the future.
Okay.
I just know Pathfinder story writing, so
Like, I know all the horrible things that our class could probably pull out. And it's like, no, I'm going to try to head off every single one that I can. But the problem is he's the DM. His word is law.
I played the Into Darkness campaign, and I've DM'd it twice, and that thing has literal aliens in it, which are chest bursters. So
I am back.
I just run Grimdark. Like almost all of the games that I run are usually Grimdark. So you're gonna have a lot of that level of creativity from me.
Steins Gate.
I had a friend once say that I was a role player, ROLL player, because I'm that good. I'm that good at finding rule hiccups.
Oh, the puns.
The rule layer.
Less rule lawyer, more. It's like I'm level 3 with 27 AC.
Keep talking dirty.
The Munchkin.
Yes.
I have enough charisma to seduce an adult black dragon.
Well,
Well,
what's
you're-
charisma?
Roll your con save. Adult
looks at
male black
looks at
dragon.
my 9 in charisma.
Look at my 7 in charisma, 5 in strength.
And I learned a special spell from a book that most DMs ban. It's a special level 1 spell called Accommodation.
One of my
Anyway.
favorite spells in Pathfinder is Discern Next of Kin.
Oh, yes. I know that spell. I've never seen it used, but I do know of it.
I've never seen
And-
it used too, but it's just one of those. It's not an evil spell, but the only reason I could see to use this is for evil purposes.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite spell, I have to admit, is Locate City.
Viral vomit.
Ah,
No,
combined with frost casting and
It takes a very specific set of circumstances, but
Oh,
at level
no.
7, you
No,
can make
I
a
know.
nuke eyes of the Fine City radius.
Yep. I remember. You had the meta magic set add damage to it.
you'll find every rogue in a mile per caster level area.
No, this is
My favorite spell is
murder everyone in a
this
mile
gun
per
I
half
found.
level area. Yeah, and this gun I found.
Alright,
No,
once we...
legitimately, because we have to program them in as guns in Fantasy Grounds. Technically, I've memed and made my gun knife level. I cast a knife level spell gun.
Once we are all together in the room and everything is secure and such, he is going to pause and look at everyone. There are stuff that Ketch needs to tell, but important it be kept quiet secret from everyone.
Oh, secret?
It's very secret.
Are you sure it's
Good
intelligent to include Zen, or this Zen, then?
Probably because he still knows Zen. He would want Zen to know.
Should the bard walk out of the room for this, or
No, he would want all of you there. Like he's just kind of basically starting off like, don't talk about this to anyone except for us.
Well, I mean, Zed and Zed are there whether you like it or not.
Yeah, do you even know that they're there in the rafters?
Oh, he would have offered it for you guys to come when we were going into the inn.
Hmm.
So even if he doesn't see you guys, he's kind of assuming you're there somewhere. And he's going to look at Statch. Ooh, like he actually seems like really nervous. So Statch want to know how Ketch know about Goblin?
Yes, would you get on with it?
He's going to pause and kind of consider his words. Ketch has lived, seen, done this before.
Maybe perhaps the last round of testing was a little too much.
perhaps?
No. Ketch has experience. How Ketch knows that goblins are going to attack the festival, and how they're goblin in closets. We did not save people last time, though. We find out after goblin attack and kill murder dog and taller man thing.
Okay. Go on. How do you know this, and how did you do this before?
Ketch and Statch met Zen Zen and Nibbles here at Festival first time. Goblins attack, and we join up to wipe out goblins and get involved in stuff things. I cannot say more things than that right now. Dangerous. Ketch was fighting bad evil thing that was trying to take over surface world and was a threat to Under Empire. He as dangerous as Necromancer, who we do not speak of.
Genzi? Sorry, I had to.
We no speak of Necromancer?
I'm a bit confused
For
by
those
that too.
for the oh wow, I know something that he doesn't.
I mean, out of character, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hang on, I just need to revel in this moment for a second.
Are you talking about the
Gash?
gash?
Civilized society.
No, there was okay. So for also those in the chat, there was an ancient necromancer way back when, who was basically trying to take over the world with a giant undead horde, and he very nearly got to the point where he was going to be able to do that. He was working with the skaven at the time, and the skaven knew he wasn't to be trusted. Of course, they don't trust him. They don't trust each other. And they found out what he was going to do, a really big ritual that basically would have turned him into a god of death. And they were the ones who actually stopped him and killed him. But it was such a difficult fight, and it was so bad for them too, that they basically gave him the epithet of "they do not speak his name."
Yeah, this.
Okay.
You're talking about the gash.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking about like this campaign rather than
No.
Skaven lore. So I'm
Talking
sitting
about
here like,
Skaven lore.
what are you, how would I know what you're talking about with Galeria?
I was talking about Skaven lore just because
Okay.
I figured so. I mean, that kind of lore would have fit perfectly with the Whispering Tyrant. That's basically the equivalent of that person in this world.
Fair enough. Carry on.
He that dangerous. We fight, attempt to beat kill, and he murder kill all you. And then me, but me end up back before we come to Sandpoint.
I cannot say this makes any sense at all.
Ketch is going to open up his little pouch that he has at his side and pull out his big notebook. This notes of all things Ketch remembers, from smallest thing to biggest thing, to try to remember and make sure fresh, clear. Keep notes of all things that happen, but Ketch not talk about things, because if we not do things like we did before, things change, and then this no good.
I see.
So Big Rat time cheat.
So we follow what book says?
Ketch cannot help give lots info, just help steer and nudge if needed. if Ketch just say we go displace, then we might miss things that change what is supposed to, or what did happen, and then we get bad, evil, hurt things happen to us. We expect one thing and then get stabbed by another.
Did you not just do that tonight with Goblin?
That little thing, it seemed like it will not matter. We kill Goblin anyway. So, catch figure, if we kill Goblin a little earlier, it no change things.
But this time you say people live instead of die. That does change things.
Those people were not hopefully important, but Ketch did not think they need die here. Ketch wanted to help save because this town important good to Statch and others.
If they not important, then no need save.
Ketch want save man things. This guilty pleasure almost wanted to change little thing that might not matter because it seemed worth it. Ketch, sorry.
It's okay. Everyone has secrets.
Our class, I both love you and hate you right now. He sent something to me in the private DMs, and
He has now changed the story, hasn't he?
no, it's just
Story, not really. Just I had an idea.
Oh,
Awful idea.
Oh, why do you want to hurt my poor baby? Why do you want to hurt my poor baby like this?
It's more emotional damage.
Oh, we're going Final Destination on this?
You can't turn the hands of fate.
Aradin died and completely changed the way things were supposed to go. Fuck fate. But we...
Oh god.
What?
You know, a very common trope across most genres is if you, if somebody's supposed to die and doesn't, you then, piss off the pattern spiders, basically, and thus somebody else dies instead. Which could be something Eric Class does. Like, the innkeeper here is just about to die.
I will say, and this is actually out of character, not in character, because Ketch really wouldn't know this. No one... Well, actually, some people would know it. So the god Aradin, god of humanity, was meant to return, I think it was about 100 years ago, and basically lead the world into a golden age. As basically a god in the material plane leading an actual country. However, on the day of his return, when it was prophesized to happen, and at this point prophecies basically always happened. If there's a prophecy, it's going to happen somehow. Aradin didn't show up. He died. And ever since then, prophecies and fate does not work the way it's supposed to. Fate is kind of just, well, it happened. and no one knows why or how that freaking happened. But of course, he doesn't know that. He's just kind of like, I just wanted to do something nice and help. That's all.
I'm thinking about it.
My poor
That's
baby.
any good DM, dude. As
My
any
poor
good
baby.
DM does.
Mm-hmm. But yes, he's just kind of like me, kind of nudge help for us if we get in trouble, but cannot do more that without risking bad, evil things happening to us. And well,
Becoming increasingly
catch,
obvious.
want, protect,
I
save,
can deny it
Zen
no
Zen,
longer.
Nibbles, and
I am
Statch.
small. Becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer. I am small. Becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer.
Alright,
I
so
am
Catch
small.
came out.
Becoming increasingly
closet.
Yes.
obvious.
I was just about to say that too.
Same.
I've got the fastest tongue in the West.
I bet your boyfriend loves it too.
I was thinking it, but I didn't say it.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Alright. So, what does the party do?
I think rest till morning so we can interrogate Gabo-kun.
Abokun not going to last very long.
So does anyone
I'm good
gag
with-
the goblin?
Good
We
point.
could just leave.
Well, I was kind of hoping that that was part of the whole tying up thing.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. I mean, I used 50 foot of rope on what, a 2.5 foot goblin?
So you
That
went
poor
all...
guy was like mummified in rope.
He's a cocoon.
Yeah, that's a little bit worse than that special Japanese binding thing.
Shirabi?
Yeah.
Or is it Shishirabi? I forget what it's officially named.
Basically coiled in rope now. Do you tie him to anything, or is he just kind of there on the floor, tied up?
Mm,
Tie him to me. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, all I did was tie him up and bring him back. What anybody else wants to do with him to maintain him in the meantime is up to them.
This-
Tie him around my waist.
Shibari is what it's called.
Okay.
And yes, I looked it up. Don't at me.
Catch sleep with a teddy bear.
My teddy goblin.
Alright, so everyone sleeps.
We might want to sleep in shifts just to make sure someone's watching the goblin.
I'll take second shift.
Zen take first.
Who's on third?
I don't know. So
Zen will be on first.
No, Zen on first.
Zen will be on first.
No, Zen first.
But I thought Zen was on third.
who's on first?
Zen is.
Zen on first.
What's on second?
The big one.
Not Zen.
I don't know. Third base?
This is such an old
base-
joke, and it
bases are
never
loaded?
gets old.
You should see what it's like when we get Christmas presents.
Let me guess. One of these days, we're gonna have somebody named today, and the other one tomorrow.
Thanks for giving me a new character idea.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna make it an oracle as well.
An oracle that can only foresee about 3 hours in the future.
I mean, they made a movie starring Nick Cage about a guy who can only see 3 minutes in the future, so...
So after about 6 hours hits, just at the crack of dawn, whoever's on guard will notice the goblin stirring and squirming, just about as much as he can do weekly. But it hasn't been the full 8 hours of rest.
So how long are we doing shifts?
Probably 3 or 4 hours.
If I
We could probably
recall,
actually go, like 2 hours.
You need 8 hours of rest, and you need 6 hours of rest, but they give you 8 for a rest period, so... Or something like that.
So it'd be
Yeah,
it would be 2 hours shift work each.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm guessing I'd be asleep for that one then.
If it's at the 6 hour mark, then it's at the end of Sand shift.
Just when dawn is starting to crack.
So, Sand will wake Nibbles and point to the wiggly goblin.
Mm. Eh,
Your turn, Nibbles.
okay.
Also, go poke him, he squirmed too much.
And I cast sleep on it.
And he's asleep again. Probably could have just hit him in the back of the head. Only need like 1 damage to knock it unconscious again.
Yeah, true, but I got a negative strength modifier.
You'll still do minimum 1.
Just bap it to death.
Bunk.
Bonk.
And then Zad is going to go to sleep, and he's going to go to sleep in the most uncharismatic way possible, just draping himself over a raft.
Why does my back hurt? Also,
strapped on by his tail.
all right.
Although if his brother's up there, they'll curl up together. Because that's what
Course.
rats do.
So you guys get your 8 hours of rest. The goblin was not able to squirm away. And I'm guessing you guys start the interrogation.
Mm-hmm.
How
So-
much of this should we announce?
Of
I'm
what
fine with anything.
I'm good with whatever.
This is Nibble's
think it-
show.
I think it's more how much does the goblin want to actually have described what we're going to do to it before it just spills its guts. Or the old joke, you're going to spill your guts either way. It's your
Well-
choice whether it's figuratively or literally.
How much fun do you want to have before it's before you let it speak, because it doesn't take much for this goblin to start talking.
Oh, I'm still gonna do the interrogation method I DM'd to you.
Okay.
I do have a hammer, and I do have caltrops.
But
All
once
right.
it's actually giving useful information, Zen at that point is going to be like, why are we, why? He doesn't see a point in continuing to torture something if it's already given us the information.
Because pain won't let them lie.
It's confirmed Nibbles is actually from Clan Ashen.
So do you ask it anything before you start, or do you just start?
No, I'm going to say in Goblin speak. By the time we are done, me and you are going to be the best of friends.
Let me free. Let me free.
Not yet. As I proceed to tie it to a chair.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna omit a little bit on this, but I'm gonna take a hammer and break each one of its fingers. Just to make sure that he can't pull something out to try and cut the ropes or do any harm.
Okay. You have a screaming goblin.
Oh, I forgot. I'm going to cast ghost sounds to make it sound like I'm playing music. Really, really loudly.
Do
Just-
we
The loudest drum solo. Just
Mhm.
do we need hurt goblin before we ask talk questions?
Yes and no. Sometimes they don't want to speak or not willing to give up certain information unless you actually put a little bit more pressure on them in the interrogation.
I think this is goblin was plenty willing to kill, so what's a little pain?
Exactly.
So you now have a screaming, squirming goblin.
And drum solo.
All we need now is the chest opening sound from Legend of Zelda when we get the information.
Mhm.
Oh, you mean I hope
All
that
right.
actually came through.
Yes, it did.
It did.
Okay. Still setting some of this stuff up, but that was one of the sound effects that I made sure got transferred over right away.
We need to get you a stream deck at some point so you can just do it with push of a button.
What do
I
you
mean,
ask?
I have a stream deck, but,
I'm going to omit the use of the caltrops just for purposes of I don't want the audience to have any form of trigger.
Okay. I mean, I can omit a lot.
Mm.
Could fade to black if needed.
So, who sent you?
It was. I don't know his name. The leader was some one of them longshanks, some humans.
And you describe him? Did you
all
see
the
him?
all the humans look alike. We were just told to kill everyone and burn down the town. Some others were on some mission to the graveyard, but that was secret mission.
And your mission?
I was just sent to kill everything. We just kill the town.
And why were you in someone's closet?
Everything started getting bad. I hid in the house. Then I fell asleep. When I tried to get out, the dog was there.
And what is your name?
That's the spookiest thing that Nibbles asked it.
I'm Dreskirt.
Ah,
you
very
plan
good.
on-
I will be sure to put that on your tombstone.
Do you plan on continuing your mission?
It is our mission. I must kill.
What if you get new mission?
Do you mean new mission?
Survive.
You know half do this. You even goblin change. You know half kill slaughter.
Just a little bit about a character. You know most of this is in Goblin, right?
Oh. Never mind, sorry.
I mean, Stack
Okay.
speaks it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did give
Let me
him
check my languages.
Goblin.
Do I have goblin on mine? No, he does not. He took a different language.
Even knowing all this, you took a different language?
I picked other languages that will come up for other things that will be very important.
Oh no. Did you pick, was it meat?
Yes.
Oh no.
I usually pick monster languages as my secondaries.
Kedge has Common, Mikayan, Queekish, and Thessalonian as his languages he knows.
Dang it, now I'm gonna actually have to say out what something happens later.
What even
I
are
figured
those languages? They were not listed on the.
I know he
path.
specifically chose Thessalonian for a reason.
Mikayan is the language the barkeep uses.
It's the language of Taiken. It's the China and Japan of this world.
These languages
it's
were
an-
not listed on the Pathfinder SRD.
They're expanded languages because those countries only show up in 3 of the adventure paths, and they're
Ah.
listed in the player guides for those ones as languages players can take.
I guess I should have checked the. I might replace. I might replace one of my languages or something, because I would like to be more accurate to the game.
It actually says specifically in the Rise of the Rune Lords one, there should be someone in the party who speaks Thessalonian, otherwise you miss out on basically all of the lore of the game.
And if someone takes Mikayan, it
Joke.
then adds more work to the DM.
There's also always just comprehend languages.
Yes.
It even says in that part that is unlikely any of the players have Mikayan.
I have to make you work for this.
Well, I'm gonna pick up Thessalonian, but I won't do the other.
I'm happy
So
with
you're
my
basically
languages.
just going to break the goblin.
And then
Okay.
proceed to try to get him to become my underling.
Yeah, with your 40 intimidation, you break the goblin.
Yeah. Kedge is going to quickly excuse himself from the room. Like, after the first few bones break, he's going to, like, get out.
You have a bloodied, crying, abused goblin.
Mhm.
But it agreed not to kill again.
Would you, instead of being released to your people to possibly get executed for failing your mission, would you like to work for me?
Please, just don't kill me.
Oh, I won't kill you. I'll even heal your wounds.
It's kind of an pretty evil thing to do.
Like I said before any of this started, I am chaotic neutral.
Chaotic Neutral can get away with this as long as they don't make it into, like, doing it repeatedly. Once isn't going to be enough to shift their alignment.
Oh, this is going to be pretty much the only time I plan on doing this.
I
Especially-
know Sen's alignment.
I mean, I need someone to carry my stuff.
Yeah, no. Especially since this goblin is clearly a threat and evil, it's not going to be like. It's not like torturing a lawful good paladin. That is probably just a strictly evil act, no matter what.
There you go. You now have Greskard as a companion.
Okay. I will proceed to give him as many healing potions as needed to make sure that he is healthy and ready to go.
Doesn't take much to heal up 7 HP.
Okay.
He only had 7? Okay, yeah, no matter what, I was going to drop in.
As for the information he had, that was basically all it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, because I've been trying to talk that entire time, and my microphone wasn't working properly, and I needed to restart.
Okay.
Oh,
We
no.
can hear you now.
All right. It wasn't anything important. It was just like people were like discussing their languages, and I was just listing off my like 7 or 8 languages I have. The sad and sad have shit charisma scores, but at least one of them speaks a majority of languages to get them out of the situation.
I'm wondering, because I have intelligence 9, can I remove common and just speak Quakish? Or is that going to be too much of a detriment?
One of us could translate for you, but you wouldn't be able to understand anyone either.
I believe that's
Yeah.
actually a negative race point that you can take, that you remove common and only speak your language, but and you get a
Xenophobic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've already got it balanced out nicely, so...
I would prefer you not remove it.
Okay. So in that case, he speaks Quakish and Bad Common.
All right. So now, probably, what do you think, like half an hour of torturing the goblin?
no, I'd say that was about 30 minutes.
Okay. So what does the party do now? Get some breakfast?
Well, I need to go report to the guardsmen about my new goblin friend.
All right.
So we torture the goblin and then we get breakfast.
Ketch is already downstairs, like, kind of eating and looking very uncomfortable.
So you're just gonna take the goblin to the sheriff?
Yeah, I am going to have the ropes tied around his wrist as a show to the people that nothing's going to happen.
Okay. It's Nibbles that's taking the goblin, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else gonna go with Nibbles?
No, Stax
I
is
will-
satisfied with everything.
I'll stay with Statch.
I'm fairly certain that Nibbles has the goblin house trained at this point, so
Yeah, Zen will be going with his brother Zen.
we go ingredient hunting.
I am going to explain to Greskert the reason why I have to tie his wrists up and why we're bringing him to the sheriff. So the people don't try and attack him during, that, and to have some form of marking on him to show that he is friendly.
Okay. Big brand.
Yeah, brand, scarf, cut off an ear. It's just whatever works for the sheriff and the people.
So as you're making your way over to the, I'm guessing it would be the barracks. It's got to be a last barracks. Where would the Furry, Rusty Dragons, Centali, Meat Market. Man, the path you'll take to the garrison puts you right through all the markets. So as you're passing the general store, the daughter of the owner comes out to flag down Nibbles as he's taking the goblin.
Yes? How can I help?
Okay, who broke her?
I don't know. Is Fisher doing so?
You're not even in the same house, so I don't know what's going on.
I was about to say, yeah, Zim, I know you like tickling, but
Sorry. No, when you said that Ironclast, the first thing that popped into my head was as Kedge is eating, his head suddenly shot up. And hey Zim, can you go let Aram in? He's home.
Oh, he doesn't have a key? Okay.
So Nibbles, she introduces herself as Shayless, and she goes, I see you might be a little busy now, but on your way back, I think I saw something goblin-sized in the basement. My father's far too busy. Could you help? Maybe just you?
Yeah.
She kind of looks down to the floor and blushes a little bit.
I don't mind. Just let me finish what I'm doing, and I'll be more than happy to help.
Thank you.
Back at the inn, as he's enjoying breakfast, Ketch's head shoots up. Oh no, we forgot. It's probably fine.
All right. So you make your way through the market. You get some looks dragging a tied up goblin through the town.
No, I'm not.
But you make it to
my catch.
Yeah. But you make it to the barracks, and one of the guards flags down Sheriff Hemlock. Alright. What can I do you for?
Well, I would like to introduce you to my new friend. His name is Grisgurt.
Friend? Isn't this the goblin we captured last night?
Yes, I think I pacified him a little bit.
Adventurers are weird folk. Well, what can I do for you?
Well, I just wanted to see if there's anything that you would like me to probably dress him in or give a marking to him so the people know that he works for me.
Marking, you
If you
say?
guys may have a collar, I can use that too.
Oi, Terry! Yeah? You got any of those brands we use for the horses? Yeah. Heat went up over there in the fire. I got just the thing. So, the guard for the horses they take out, they have a special brand that's the symbol of the town.
Mhm.
And they're heating it up for you. Will
Okay.
this work?
A little rough, but I think it would at least make it to where that the people won't try and kill him on sight.
I think so. I'll let my guards know to pass the word that he's your
I can
New
hear the
pet.
goblin whimpering.
Okay.
So. Another bout of screaming goblin as you brand him, I'm guessing.
But I cast sleep on him again to make sure that he doesn't feel it.
Yeah, you
He'll
can do
wake
that.
up if it's a sleep spell. The sleep spell won't do it. He'd wake up from that.
Yeah. You can borrow a sap from the guard and knock him down with
Abdul, that would do it.
subdual damage.
Okay. I'll explain to him
Wallop him unconscious.
in Goblin. But I'll explain in Goblin. We're going to have to put a brand on you, so I'm going to have to get you to be sleepy for a while.
Oh, okay. You ask
And,
one of the guardsmen to go over and give him a bunk. Guardsman picks up I guess. Yeah, guards would have saps. Picks up a sap and bonk. You have an unconscious goblin.
Okay.
And get to do your brand.
Yep. So, after the branding,
Okay.
I'm going to take our now unconscious goblin back to the inn.
Okay.
Go over to the big guy, Catch, and go, please take care of this for me. Catch.
Catch.
Sorry, my thing cut out. My headset's going wonky. Hang on a second. Okay. Okay, I think I got fixed. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
I
yes.
got my head. Okay, sorry about that. One of my headphones just went completely dead, and I was trying to fix that. Okay, sorry. What did I miss again? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Nibbles goes over to you and lifts up as much as he can the unconscious goblin with a fresh brand wound and says, "Please take care of this for me."
He's going to reach out and take the goblin. Why?
He new friend.
I may do that. Did you have brand it that necessary?
Yes, or else townsfolk kill it.
He's gonna pause and kind of nod a little bit. That fair. Also, probably not important. Where Nibbles going?
Nipple's going to general store. Lady says need help.
Ketch is going to stop. Oh. Nibbles hopes, or Ketch hopes Nibbles have safe time?
Thank you. If I'm not back in a while, make sure to send somebody. They said there might be a goblin in the basement.
Nibbles be fine. It's safe there.
Okay.
Mostly.
And so Nibbles goes back to the general store.
Ketch is not going to take this away from Nibbles.
I probably know where this is going, but I don't want to be the stereotype.
Shayless greets Nibbles warmly. I don't think it was a goblin, but I think it was a really large pest. If you could just follow me down in the basement here.
Okay.
So you
Nibbles
follow
will follow.
her? All right.
And what's in the basement?
The
She follows you
BDSM
down and
Yes! I mean, no.
Come on, we were all thinking it.
as you guys get to the dungeon, give me a perception check, Nibbles.
Dungeon, huh?
Or basement.
No, let's just stick with the original name, you know.
Yes, there's nothing in this basement, just crates, boxes. As you get down the stairs, she attempts to hug you.
What's this?
She pulls you into an embrace and mentions, "I've never quite seen someone quite like you help out the town like that. And your fur is so soft."
Like what? This cave.
And this is why I was laughing.
Well, I at least bathe a little bit. You know, make sure that no dust from my travels gets on it. It takes a lot to make sure that your fur is this soft, especially when it covers up most of your body.
Father wouldn't agree with this, but I thought I could give you a little present for helping out the town. She starts to part her lips. Nibbles, I'll need another perception check. As she's taking you to the corner of the basement, you start hearing steps on the stairs.
So, real quick, is it more the first sound effect or... which one, Nibbles?
I don't know. But I'm gonna have to make a sense motive check here.
Oh, she's totally into you.
Okay.
But you are hearing steps of somebody going down the stairs. And then you hear a male voice. Shayless, you down here? What do you do?
Oh, hi. Yeah, your daughter said that she probably saw a giant rat or maybe a goblin down here, so I'm just here to make sure that everything's safe.
Give me a bluff check.
She found a giant rat, all right?
What? What are you doing down here with Shayless? You see him raise his fists.
In all actuality, Nibbles believed her 100%.
No,
But
father, no. He helped the town. I love Nibbles. And Nibbles, initiative as Van Vinder starts coming at you, fist raised.
Back at the inn. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure everything's going to work out. I'm sure he'll be able to talk his way out of it. I'm sure everything will be perfect peachy keen.
Be glad some of
Catch.
the other characters weren't accidentally chosen.
Catch, is something going to happen to Nibbles?
Nibbles be fine. Nibbles talk his way out.
All right. Nibbles, you make initiative. What do you do? Note, this is a townsman, and there is his daughter here.
days.
So, lethal force would be ill-advised.
I cast gaze, or daze.
All right. What's the save?
Nice.
It's a
Let's
will
see.
save, right?
Yes, will negates.
Oops.
And I believe it's 10 plus charisma modifier for that, so 13.
He is dazed. So you still have a move action.
I really appreciate the offer, but I don't think your father really likes me. Perhaps you could find somebody more better suited for you.
But. And then she looks at her father. What did you do to him?
Don't worry.
Ben?
He's just dazed, stunned, so to speak. He'll be fine. It's just something to make sure that he's not competitive against me.
And you only have 6 seconds here, so. Do you try to escape?
Yeah.
Okay. And you As you're leaving the general store, you hear him just, where did he go? I swear, I hope I never see you with him again.
I
All
did
right.
nothing wrong here. I did absolutely nothing wrong.
Nibbles you heartbreaker.
Just a typical horny bard.
Hey, I got none of
Tisk,
that.
tisk, tisk.
It's not my fault that she was into me. She
You
just never tried.
tried. You tried.
I did. Okay.
All right. So, do you go back to the inn?
Yep. Yep, I do.
So, with the whole party at the end, you notice your best friend, Aldern, come down from a late night. I want to thank you guys again for saving me from the goblining.
No problem at all. We help you. I twitch slightly.
I had my assistant go back to Magnamar to pick up a sizable reward for you. But I was thinking, would you all like to join me for a boar hunt?
Yes.
I'll get you each a mount.
Me can carry statch. That is what me does. But we be happy to go on hunt with you.
Tasty meat thing.
What would happen to the boar creature?
We
Yeah,
kill
usually
the
we-
butcher and eat.
Take it back.
We kill slay it.
Then we cut
Then you
it.
hear then you hear Amiko go, "Oh, I have a great recipe for boar."
I will require head and parts uneaten. But yes, I will accompany.
Well, most people don't eat head, so head or bone, unless they make stew.
Well, if you could just accompany me to the stables, I'll get you all a ride. So, do you all agree?
Yes,
For
I
the
will.
boar hunt?
As they get to the stables, Zen is going to be sort of looking at the horses, feeling along their flanks. Bite eat.
Don't eat stable horses.
But meat thing.
I don't want to be chased, flee from town again.
So whoever wants it can get a riding horse of their choice. Not military trained, but free horse.
Okay.
Do not experiment on poor creature.
As Stax is over looking to claim 2 of the horses. One in his name and one in Ketch's name. Why not? Could make good skaven horse.
Well, you did pay a free horse for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Stax is taking the horses.
All right. Before
Zen,
we
after being
continue,
told off, is going to crawl onto the back of the horse that the other Zen is on.
a short bio break.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sure thing.
All right.
Thank you all so much for joining us so far. We'll be back in a few minutes with some more Infinite Unknowns Pathfinder. We're just taking a quick break.
There he goes in.
I say nobody's told our class they shouldn't trust you with a dumb animal in the party.
But no one told me what.
You shouldn't trust Sim with a dumb animal in the party.
Hey, other characters like to have pets. Stax likes to make pets.
And apparently, I like to have goblins.
Just saying that if the heavens were to open up and a meteor was to fall on this spot right now, I wouldn't cry about it.
So, who all's still here right now? Real quick.
Heyo.
Okay.
I'm still here.
Santa's still here.
Got a real quick question.
I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Spells like daze, dancing lights, or anything like that.
Yep.
How do I actually target a character on the combat tracker with it? And
If it has a cast, if it has like a cast and a dice, you just drag it straight over the character on the combat tracker. If you're literally just getting these spells straight from the system.
yeah, all these are straight from the system. But it's like sleep
for
days, any of that.
you can test. So sad with a sad, just like roll. Go to your days. Go find the cast, and then just drag it over to me.
Okay, cast spell. Not doing it.
So, when you open the spell, right, you have a cast portion and a damage portion or an effect, right?
Click the
Let's see.
magnifying glass to the right of it.
Okay.
Right. So then you take like the save or the cast. You don't click the dice. You click and drag, and then click that to a character on the combat track.
Okay, that makes things a lot easier. Thank you. I'm still relatively new to Fantasy Grounds, so just little things like that I didn't know about. Taking a ledge action, I need to go over and add the higher level spells that I know.
Although I joke about not letting Sim have any pets in the campaign, and it's like, I would actually like to have one that I could milk the venom from. So let's get a venomous pet, everyone.
Ooh, can I get a wyvern?
If you can survive taming a wyvern, then sure.
Are we ready to continue?
I'll also up town.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Jaffer?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Kerr?
Yep.
Alright. Well, thank you all so much for your patience. Let's get this going again.
All right, so you all get your mounts. And while you're at the stables, you notice a bit of a commotion at the gate near the Two-Night Brewery. Guards have seemed to have stopped a large merchant cart captained by kobolds.
Ketch is going to stop and just stare at that, at that, like, with a look of, like, shock and, like, actual terror and worry.
And you hear the guards going, "Ah! Goblins again! We're not goblins! Gods! We're just merchants!" It'll
Hold,
be
hold,
quite a commotion.
Hold, guards. Mind if I talk to them?
Yeah, but they're more goblins. We're not goblins.
No, they're no goblin.
They're short and green.
These
Those
cards
are-
are more
These cards
stupid
have
idiot
obviously
than brother.
never seen.
But they say they're merchant.
You see-
we
One of the kobolds poke out. And I put his name down, then I forgot his name. I'm bad with names.
Zen will walk up to and poke one of the kobolds.
We're just here to sell goods. And you see a kobold pop out. This one dressed in fine robes, silks. And he kind of looks like a mage.
It's scaly. It not goblin.
I'm boinked, and we're not goblins, we're kobolds.
also
That's why I said
this is-
not goblin.
Boinks! Discount wares! We sell magic
no, it's-
items.
It's
And-
lizard people, our natural enemies.
Also, I shared a little thing in the Infinite Unknowns on Discord.
Gee, how come Mom lets you identify as two people at once?
Jeez. So scared he splits in half.
I couldn't find anything better. Yeah, Catch is just like.
There you go.
And
That-
yes,
that's better.
these were the kobolds in the inn from the Infinite Dungeon.
Catch is very scared and uncomfortable right now.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go over and talk to them. What you sell?
We sell various magical trinkets, stones, some potions, but it's not our specialty. But we can also craft magical items at a slight discount from most of the humans' normal rates.
Could,
So scale things nice.
could I see?
He opens up his doors and shows off. There's a couple mannequins and some very well crafted armor. See, one of those mannequin hand thingies with a bunch with rings on each of the fingers and some tiaras and cloaks. And
Do you mind if I do an appraisal check?
can you discover magical items with appraisal, or do you need to?
Spellcraft.
Well, I can at least.
Yeah, with appraisal
With,
you can tell. With a good appraisal, you can tell that these are masterwork items.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I'll go ahead and do both.
Okay.
Start at the spellcraft. And appraisal.
you can tell that these items are of mastercraft and enchanted. They are not lying.
I'll look at the guards and ask,
And
why
the-
you...
the prices they have, tagged to the items are below market rate.
Why do you prevent merchants from coming in?
I thought these were goblins.
Not everything small and green is a goblin. If I painted myself green, would I be called a goblin?
I mean, you got fur.
These have scales.
They have scales.
I will roll a diplomacy check. Since I'm being a diplomat.
He believes you. And with all the commotion, the sheriff finally arrives and bonks the guard on the head. Let him in.
It's okay to be...
They're hired for their brawn, not their brain.
I understand. It's okay to be worrisome of some things. But
Yeah, we're all a little on edge from yesterday.
If their paperwork checks out, then there's nothing to worry about.
So, in game terms, to go a little out of character here, these are the same kobolds from the I think it's only Cookie and Zim were from the previous one.
Technically, Kerr was
yeah.
as well, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They have a handful of magical items. I haven't finished the list yet, but they can also craft, and they offer their inventory at 80% market rate.
Okay. I'll talk to the one that's in robes, in the fine robes, and say, we're staying at the Rusted Dragon. If you would like, just ask for Nibbles. I'd like to talk to you about some possible business.
Of course.
We have alchemist in our group who may be interested in selling some of his wares with you guys.
Oh. We don't have much to buy. We're hoping to sell quite a bit.
And hopefully with the right amount of money and the right kind of product, both of us can be very wealthy soon.
And you'll know, I've noticed I'm rather proficient if you need anything crafted.
Well, we're a bit of a traveler ourselves, so if we find anything, we'd be more than happy to try and find you.
Okay.
Perhaps raw materials, or maybe some gems or something we find along our travels.
I'll be obliged to inspect and offer a fair price.
Okay. We'll talk more about this later at the Rusted Dragon.
Of course.
But for now, perhaps well, sadly we have to head out. We have a little mission to take care of before too long.
Listen,
What
you need
about
to properly set up the shop cart. Now that they're letting us through.
what about fourth or fifth bell sound good to you?
All right, I'll see you then.
And with that, I'll head back to the group.
So Aldern explains that they'll be hunting in the Tickwood Forest. About half an hour's travel from here. A little over a mile.
Yes, yes. We will go on good hunt. This will be fun, nice.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Does everyone go hunting?
I'm pretty sure we all said that we were going to go hunting.
Okay.
Yes, I believe so.
Just making sure. All right. So you make your way to Tickwood Forest. It is. Alderin explains that the forest was named after these large ticks that inhabit it. When engorged, they could be as big as your fist. So do be careful. So, have you guys been hunting goblins for long? You seem pretty proficient at dispatching them.
We all good at this. We slay kill goblins good.
Sad and Sad once half go find thing in Mountain Goblin Hole.
Goblins, halflings, elves, half-elves, orcs, humans, gnolls, there's dwarves. Pretty great at killing most things.
We don't have to kill slay everything. We could make trade with them.
Kill, die, die.
No. There's more than one way. We can make money goods from them. Use them as shield protectors.
Statch, your rat ogre thing defective.
Yes, I think it has been changed too much. We'll need to investigate.
Better shield than Zen?
Lots of shields, protectors, guards, distractions.
But
Zan is
Zen's a
just gonna pat his brother and say, "No, you best shield."
Yay.
Yes, this is the dynamic between the two. The more longer range brother uses his shorter range brother as a shield.
We can make peace with the man-things and use man-things to get more goods and resources and discover new things through them.
Only resource I need is test subjects.
What if they have materials or knowledge that could be useful?
Dumb man things don't have the knowledge that I need.
Have you asked? Do you know everything man knows?
Very well. He's gonna turn to the mayor. It is the mayor, right?
No, this is just a noble.
This is the noble you saved
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
What do you know about the fine art of brain transplantation?
What?
He turns back to Catch. Cece, I said so.
You know. Ketch is going to sigh. This person, not person, Ketch means. Ketch means other man things.
So then this one is test subject.
No test subjects.
For the record, I kind of assume everything that we are saying to each other is in Queekish. At least Statch is only speaking in Queekish.
Ketch would be speaking common.
Oh, he is so confused.
Just like Catch is just like, can we try to work trust man things? Maybe?
I can trust man things, but still need test subjects.
Hmm. Zen Zen? Nibbles, what think you?
Huh? Um,
Zed will do what is best good for Zed.
not all things. Some things useful.
Scale, thank you.
Perhaps, if they have use, no use as test subject. If they have no use, then test subject.
Um, um, we. He's like kind of at a loss for words right now, unsure like what to say.
So you
Well,
guys
we are
talking
here
about test
to-
subjects in common.
I think probably the only one actually speaking common would probably be Catch.
I mean, what about the rest of you?
Zen's probably going to be speaking Quakish.
Well, there you have it. He chose for
If you're talking in a language that I know, I usually reply in that language.
We all know Quakish because we're rat folk.
hmm
Yeah.
Thus, me saying it back in Quakish.
Well. Anyways, where do be these boar creatures?
Right. In the forest here. It is a hunt, though. I don't know exactly where it is. But this
We
forest is known
as-
for their boar.
As he's Catch is going to reach back and just draw out his giant axe as his armor forms over him. We find and kill slay boar.
Without clanky metal armor, you're going to have a hard time sneaking up.
So you'll
Oh, we know sneak.
What if boar run?
Then we chase.
While you guys are riding to the forest, Aldrin seems a bit enamored with Ketch. So Little larger than the rest of your friends there.
Yes, I am. Work done on me. As he's like 12 feet tall, he's easily towers over everyone around him.
We trained to use such a large axe?
Yes, yes, it's easy for me to use.
You handle it with such grace.
Me strong. Me very strong. Otherwise, most people can't even lift. Too heavy for them.
Can you even lift, bruh?
Always,
I can
always wanted to-
basically... Oh, sorry.
always wanted to learn how to be a hero.
Stack, who is in the saddle on Ketch's back, will pat Ketch's head. Yes, yes, this is fine work that I have achieved. Many, many good long hours of work.
Why be
Catch.
hero?
You know, I hear you, yes?
Yes, yes, what is your point?
You know I let you ride me, yes? That I can yeet throw smaller rat into tree?
You serve me and do as I say.
I do work because you friend. I feel like that word does not compute. Does that word even have a word in Queekish?
I mean,
Yes,
Stax was saying that to the nobles, so it was in common, for the record.
Mm-hmm. No, I know, but Catch would have been speaking a little bit in Queekish at this part. It's like as he's just like squeaking and then says friend in common before going back to squeaking.
I'm fairly certain it's Fran, future backstab, put a target. That's the appendix, say suffix onto it.
That's why he used the common word, because that's not what he meant. Me work for Sketch because me want to, not because me have to. Me could leave if ever I wanted.
Yes, I can see that, but no. Much more work to do.
So,
Sketch is just going to sigh and just kind of shake his head a little bit.
do you all know a lot about goblins? You seem to kill them quite easily.
Yes, me know them intimately. Me know lots of creatures intimately.
Well, you see, goblins are really more of a like a fungal being rather than your typical flesh and blood.
Ah,
You're going to confuse hurt man thing brain.
I mean, that's what they are in Warhammer, so...
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why I giggle. It's like, I get that reference.
Goblin green thing invades Skaven nest quite often. We mow them down like field of flowers.
goblin invasions like that don't happen often. Especially towns like Sandpoint.
Oh, yes, that's on surface.
We live, breed underground. Goblins also live underground.
It's just amazing how easily you killed through them. Even the gods looked like they were having problems.
That because Man-Thing weak.
Especially with specimens so mighty as Ketch.
Catch special.
Such soft fur. Strong arms.
Okay, is everybody in this campaign just going to hit on us?
That's
how it's written.
No, that's how it's written.
Really?
That's how it's written. Yes, I can confirm.
I was about to say, are we cursed? Is there a curse on us right now?
I was
Yeah,
just wondering if Aeroclass needed to, go have some private time there.
No,
I'm just-
this is exactly how it's supposed to happen in book.
I was crying laughing, reading through this with another DM friend of mine, going, I'm gonna have like half of this town flirting with the party of
No, that's why earlier when Nibbles was talking with the girl for the general store, it's like, oh, I know what's going to happen, and I know what happens when this happens. He's the bard. He has the high charisma. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'm curious what's going to happen when someone tries it on the Charisma 7.
I'm so happy that Zan is dressed up in a fucking coat and plague mask, and the only thing you can really see are his fucking hands, feet, and tail.
But yeah,
nobody's gonna hit on a fucking faceless book.
And the other one's in full plate armor.
Give him time.
I guess I gotta start writing NPC names on my bullets.
Just wait until we meet Redacted.
There is actually an ability called Named Bullet, which
Yes, I'm going for it later on.
when you write someone's name on a bullet when you craft it, it becomes a bane to them.
Ketch is going to look over at the noble. So, you want to be hero?
yes, I wouldn't mind being more like you. And he just puts his hand on your shoulder. The strong.
Rapping lad.
This is how he's supposed to be.
Yep.
Shaking my head.
Well, if you would like, I can certainly do much good work on you.
He has huge tracts of land.
I can make you big strong.
No,
Just like
no.
Ketch.
No.
I can.
Does anyone want to do a sense motive check on?
Also, I want to share this, I'm marking it real quick. Just because. But this is basically how I imagine right now, the next 10 seconds of this being, how Ketch is reacting to this guy basically saying all these things and what he wants to do.
You posting somewhere?
I shared it in the Discord. I had to mark the actual because it's only 5 seconds long.
Oh. Where is it?
Postseason media sharing.
I did the wrong one. Oops. I didn't realize I was in the wrong thing. Media sharing?
Oh no, I have to find media sharing.
Yes.
I was just going to post it in,
The problem with
Okay.
posting things in our private channel and announcing it on the stream is that all the viewers out there are going to have no freaking clue what you guys are talking about.
I marked it. Yeah, no, this is basically, if he was allowed to, he would walk into the trees for a second, and you would hear this sound.
Oh no, it's freaking it's shelter when shelter's being used as a seat,
After
isn't it?
It's after that. It's after that.
Is it bad that I prefer the abridged version over the original?
No.
And yeah, everyone can tell by now that Aldrin Foxglove is very enamored with Ketch.
Yeah, so Ketch is like very uncomfortable with this, and like he is like. So, what you do after hunt? What plans for you, Aldern?
If we find ourselves a decent boar, I was thinking we could take it over to the inn. Have the innkeeper prep it for a feast.
No. I
Yeah.
mean after. Are you staying in town?
Oh yeah, I'll be here for a week. My
You
room would be free.
you live elsewhere?
Yes, I. Oh, and I forgot the name of the town.
Magnamar.
Yeah,
Quick, pick
live
one.
out in Magnamar. I'm just here for some business.
Ketch.
My family has a manor just off the coast.
Catch, fist, tree shatters. There was dangerous snake. Was protecting Stetch. Yes.
Totally not insinuating that Ketch is hitting on them.
So a few more uncomfortable minutes.
Maybe you try to be hero?
Yes. Wait, I think I see something over there. And I will share with everyone.
Catch.
I
Boar.
know this map well.
Yeah, I borrowed it from another module.
Catch. Boar. I need to work out some aggression.
All right. So, chewing on a bush is a very large boar. Could say it's dire in size.
Could
Yeah.
say it's dead in size.
Catch is just full
Why?
on charging it. Full on charge. Dead sprint.
I'm gonna take my heavy crossbow out and shoot
Alright.
at it.
Can I get initiatives from everyone? Catch roll a nat 20 on his. Oh no.
No, I wish. That would have been great.
But the two people who can attack at range did.
No, because Aversand uses short range.
I mean, I can shoot at long range. I just prefer to be at point blank.
And yeah, feel free to arrange your party to where you'd like to be. Just keep in that same general area.
I'm just more annoyed that I rolled so low because I do actually have a 60 foot. 60 foot is my first range increment.
Oh.
I think our tokens are locked.
No, they're set that he needs to confirm movement orders.
Oh, how do I do that?
If you hit the
There
little
we go.
tick next to it, that'll
Now, can you
allow it,
move
or
him?
yeah, you can just unlock. Yep, there we go.
All right.
Now I'm the tank. I want to be at the front of the party.
I'd just
It's
probably be
Boar.
walking up to the side, trying to keep everyone. Actually, it'd probably be over on this side because Aldrin was over here.
So, how many hits do you think this thing's gonna take? One?
It's
Two?
not getting a turn. It's
It may last a turn.
If
did.
we go for it, it's not getting a turn.
I did buff it a little bit to make it
You
at least a little bit more challenging, but
You underestimate the amount of damage I can put out.
this is true.
If I hit, it's not getting up.
If I had more time, I would have applied more templates and things to it.
This is a divine, demonic, holy boar. It's
This is
still
a
not enough.
fiendish dire boar with the advanced template and 10 extra hit die.
Then we
It takes
find
2
out
hits
it's
to
got
all of us.
2,000 HP.
Hey, think of the amount of experience we'll get for killing it.
Oh no, it still does the same damage. It's just got 10,000 HP, and so, we're gonna sit here trying to kill it forever, but it can't kill us. We can't kill it.
That's just
That buffs
never
its
ending.
CR though, which means it's worth more experience when we kill it.
All right. So, Zen,
Surprise, surprise.
Boom.
Charge.
your 30 initiative. This poor boar
a
just
full-
chewing on grass.
I provoke an AO.
It hasn't acted yet. It's flat-footed.
Meanwhile, Zen over there, I provoke an AO.
It doesn't notice you yet. God damn it, just attack me!
So
All
will
right.
a 14 hit its touch,
Yes.
and it's on fire.
Okay. So what does it takes? How much fire damage on the beginning of its turn?
So it was 1d6 fire damage, and it's set on fire. At least I'm pretty sure it's set on fire. Let me double check that one.
Okay.
Reflex save DC equals 10 plus half my level plus my wisdom modifier or patch on.
Okay, so what's
How's
the
it-
DC?
— 13, 15. Reflex 15.
It fails.
So it's
It-
caught on fire.
All right.
Huh.
Need to figure out how to add that as a effect.
My initiative was wrong. It's not adding the +4 from the feat that it should be doing.
Yeah,
Which
you have
is
to
weird,
manually put that in.
Which is weird because I dragged the feat from the actual
Feats do
system
not-
inside Fantasy Ground.
Feats do not automatically add their benefits to your sheet. You have to manually be like, okay, miscellaneous bonus 4.
Yeah, I've done that now.
I think it still does with dodge, though.
No. Or at the least, double check it.
No, it did. It gave me the +1 for dodge.
All right. So you run up and you shoot it and catch it on fire. And it looks at you angrily.
This battle music is too epic for a boar.
Is that all you
Don't know what
do?
you're talking about.
Yep, so I ran up, shot it. I rolled my damage, yes.
Yep.
And that's my turn. So, last turn.
Nibbles!
Yay!
You just saw Zen run up to shoot something and it didn't die immediately.
I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
Let's see what my range is on this. Oh, 120 feet. Okay. Okay.
So you got a crit hit. You send a heavy bolt straight into the side of the boar and it shudders a bit. It's a pretty heavy hit, but it's still standing.
Okay. And I will go ahead and
Sketch! You just saw this boar withstand a bullet and a crossbow bolt. Ow.
Toshime wants to know if that's better music.
yes,
No.
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
With this group, it is.
Give me just 1 second. So Stacksh is going to... How does holding turns work in this?
So you can either prepare an action, which is if they take X action, you immediately respond with what your prepared action is, or you can hold your turn, at which point you chime in between turns and say, I'm taking my turn now, and your initiative permanently moves to that number.
He's just going to hold his action for Catch to move a little closer. Basically, once he's within range with Catch moving towards it, he will take a shot. Because he is just
Alright.
out of range right now.
Alright, so it's held action for getting it within range.
Yeah.
Alderin holds himself back. He didn't bring any weapons for this. He's a pretty poor hunter. Did you bring Greskirt?
No, I did not.
Okay. Catch!
Sorry, Borkun. I have some aggression I need to work out. Charge!
That's where you trip over a log.
Hold on. So, just within range. Oof.
You still hit its touch.
Yay!
I just imagine us both attacking it together.
Works for me. And then within range for this.
This is my attack too.
Oh, I was like, why is it rolling again? Did I set
Sorry,
something
that was me.
wrong?
Yep. Hit. Roll your damages.
And that.
And this with a +2 bonus.
I mean, you can add the 2 bonus. Before you roll, hit that modifier down there. Also,
Oh,
you
I
should
didn't know
really
that.
make sure you fix your type on the damage.
Okay. I thought I did. I thought I changed it to... Yeah, I have it slashing.
Does it
Then you
actually
drop-
show up in the type box?
Okay, I think I fixed it.
Okay. Also, I would have a sneak attack on this, right?
Yes, it's
Yes.
flat-footed.
It's flat-footed.
Boosh.
I'm fairly certain it's dead.
Stop! It's already dead.
Boosh!
Chop goes the head.
So you put another round into it as Ketch slices his axe down right over its head, sending the head flying.
I
You
call the head.
Felled the bear.
Wait, bear?
That feels
I thought it was a
good.
boar.
Felled the boar. Bear, boar, same difference.
I'll wrestle a bear.
You see Aldrin just clap. Jolly good.
He just walks over and just casually picks up the bear or the boar.
See? Not just me.
He punched in my head.
And I guess another uncomfortable 30 minutes back to town.
Unless we want to go for another one and get real fat tonight.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could hunt anything in this forest with no problem.
Never say that with the DM present.
Yeah, DM looks up at rules for purple worm.
Oh, great, we're fighting the floating orb of destruction.
Advanced fiendish.
That's a holder.
No, those can't pop up in Pathfinder.
This is when you throw the fiendish terrace.
This never happened before.
At least we're not going up against floods.
You missed the, I've had a DM give me a deck of many Tarasques. I shit you not. A deck of many Tarasques. And, so what happened was I drew one. It was a Tarrasque. It was the Tarrasque. And it fell through the floor in the pyramid. And kept falling all the way to the bottom of the pyramid dungeon that we were in. And there was a group of evil guys trying to take our souls in order to escape the pyramid because they were undead. The Tarrasque kind of made short work of them.
Well,
So,
that's one way to derail road.
I completely derailed the entire dungeon part of a campaign just because I opened a deck and the DM asked me, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "You never ask me if I'm sure."
I remember my dad was telling me a story of how he and a party once defeated a big evil character, and the big guy's trick was he had an anti-magic zone at 300 feet radius. Like, that was his big thing, his magic just did not work anywhere near him. So
Great.
the party... the party decided to by a wand of polymorph, or baleful polymorph, and polymorphed dragons into stones and pebbles. Waited for the guy to leave his house and just put the stones in the guy's garden around his house. Guy returns home. Oh, there's now a bunch of really angry dragons at his house. Because the polymorph got dispelled.
All right. So, do you stay longer in the forest? Do you hold the boar back? What does the
Do you
party
want to
want
keep
to do?
hunting?
I would like to stay a bit longer in the forest.
I'm okay with it.
Because
About what time is it?
I want to do what I originally was going to do, which is look for poisonous herbs.
Okay. Roll a survival. Or a profession. Alchemist.
I don't have profession alchemist. I have craft alchemy though. But there's a survival check anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll say you find some herbs. You get a small handful. Enough to make a singular weak poison potion. Enough for a single dose. If
Okay.
properly refined.
By a week, are we talking like
right, Boo?
not that?
Yeah, I'm
Like
gonna need
arsenic,
to adjust some of the
which is-
audio.
Oh, I thought that was actually an influence. I was waiting to hear what it was going to be.
Oh no, it is an influence. It's just a lot louder than it was supposed to be.
Let's see.
There's the influence error class. Okay, Ericlast, you have homework between now and next session. You need to research Skaven.
Okay. Because I don't know hardly anything about Warhammer Fantasy or 40k.
Well, you at least need to understand Skaven. They are all about Warpstone. Which is a crackling green crystal thing.
It's basically made of pure magic for the lower planes in this world.
It's crystallized chaos.
I also thought it's like magic uranium.
Yeah, it can actually output radiation, but in a magical way. That's why it can be used as a power source for most of Skaven machinery.
So, magic uranium.
It falls from the lesser moon, in lore, but there's also been known to be deposits deep underground where magic is coalesced.
And yeah, something kind of like arsenic for what you found, except as an injury poison.
So what? Instead of con damage, you would do just damage.
No, as instead of being ingested, it's injury. Still does con damage. 1d2.
Ah, okay. I don't need to. I don't need it to be injury poison. For
Oh.
my stuff, I can apply ingested poison to bullets. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, just arsenic.
All right.
You find a dose of arsenic.
I
Or,
will.
well, plants you can refine into a dose of arsenic.
Yeah. I could do a craft alchemy for you right now, but that will be what I'm doing when I get back.
Yep. So I'll say you spend about another hour in the forest and come across a couple more boars that Catch is able to dispatch nearly instantly. Quite the feast you're going to have. Anyone else looking for something particular in the forest?
I would just be carrying Statch around, going where he wants me to
Okay.
go.
No, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Just now with your haul of boars. You have another awkward 30-minute travel
Yay.
Oh, come on, Catch. Is it wrong to flirt with the NPCs?
As another tree breaks. This time using the boar to do it.
Please don't do that. We need those.
Goes and gets another boar to replace the first one I broke.
Such an interesting way to tenderize the meat.
Oh no, the boar!
Twitch,
Catch broke
Twitch.
it!
Yeah, we're
Were
streaming
you
on Twitch,
denying that
man.
influence, Airclast?
Yes, son. I don't know what I'm gonna let it do, because I don't know quite what it is. Like, I'm guessing it could be magic item crafting. Count as gold points towards magic item crafting. I'm guessing.
So are you denying it
Um,
or allowing it?
He said allowing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
Sketch
we can work
upon-
out exactly what it'll do later.
yeah,
But-
I'll work out what it does. I'm gonna think probably just gold towards magic item crafting, since you're saying it's just crystallized magical essence.
It's a bit more than
There-
that, but
There is in the SRD, there is a list of special materials that add special abilities to whatever they're used to make. You could use something like that.
Okay. But yeah, I'll need some
No
time
cool.
to figure out what it does.
No worries.
So,
Mm,
you have
okay.
a-
Well, since he's not going to point it out, the tusks are made of the first boar that we did, are warpstone.
I am holding this boar away from everyone because I don't want everyone to start trying
I
to kill
thought-
each other for it.
I thought Sketch took the head already.
Yeah, Stacks claimed the head.
Oh, that's right. I only have the body.
Before any of that, would you like me to butcher it?
No.
That we take
I want
to
the
in.
head as is.
Yeah, but what about the removing it from the body?
It's Sketch already did that.
Okay.
That Catch that's how Catch killed it, is chopping its head off.
Damn, we know Snort inhale Warpstone today, Dave.
Like, it is 30 points into the negative. It is dead.
Deader than dead.
Yeah. Sketch's one attack knocked it like 30 points in the negative, so it it was a final blow.
Well, in that case, we're gonna need to hang it upside down to get all that blood out.
Sketch, are you just gonna like walk up the town covered in boar blood?
Probably.
It's not what it looks like.
You should have seen the other guy.
You mean the one that you impaled into a tree?
You should have seen the other guy.
Oh no.
So, 30 more minutes of awkward admiration from Mr. Foxglove. You arrive back at town.
And I'm going to go ahead and play my lute and do a little bit of singing on the way, so it's not as awkward.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's totally bedroom music.
Oh,
There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly.
The tasty numbers.
Away the Wellerman come, bringing us sugar and tea. One day the tunnel is done, we'll take our leave.
Oh, and here I was thinking I was going to do the Kitty Man.
I actually haven't heard that one, I just know Wellerman.
Oh, the Kitty Man one's hilarious.
I'll have to look that up myself, because I don't know it.
I was half
if you guys
expecting
want,
you
I
to
can
break
actually
out some
play
kind
it
of
real quick.
romance song, like just the two of us.
I mean, I can do something like that. Or I can, do the whole, can you feel the love tonight? Hey, you know what? We got 30 minutes. I'll do both.
It's just funny. It's like Aldern should be interested in the PC he has taken with in their previous encounter. Preferably, this should be an attractive female character. His attention should seem like friendly flirting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I make one
So-
little remark about the Can You Feel the Love Tonight song? Can I do that in squeaking?
I'll do it in
You do it.
Queekish, you mean?
Yeah. I'm still calling it squeaking.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
So, when we get closer to the town, Stax is gonna lean out of the saddle closer to the nobleman. If you wish to go on adventures and be big, strong like Ketch here, do come by my wagon, my carriage later on. I can make you big, strong.
Okay.
Did you tell him about the success rate of this?
You never tell your test subjects the success rate. That's just poor practice.
True. Very true.
So, what's going on now?
Oh, yeah. So, you guys reached the town after an uncomfortable 30 minutes.
Thank God.
And entertaining music.
The Aldern summons his manservants to carry the boars free to the tavern. So this evening for dinner, right?
Yes.
I'll
Of
get these off to
course.
the barkeep and have them prepped. Roasted boar is delicious. And I'll see you all then. And he does a bow and gives Ketch a wink before heading off.
Don't you worry. I will make sure that Ketch is clean up.
You're gonna get a bath.
Bath time, Ketch.
Twitches. I will yeet throw you. I will yeet throw you very, very far.
What is yeet?
It's about mid-afternoon now. You guys are only gone for a couple hours. Actually, not even mid-afternoon. It's like,
So I still have time before the meeting with the kobolds.
just about noon. So what does the party do?
I am going to get myself cleaned up, and then I am going to go to the church on my own.
All right.
Stax is going to make extra sure that Ketch is fully cleaned. Stax does have soap, and he will use it.
Being from where Amiko is, she tells you where the bathrooms are in the inn. It has a Japanese style actual room for bathing. Large. I don't know if anyone's seen those. So there is a place in the inn to get
I
cleaned
know.
up. Communal bath.
Mm-hmm. You know I can do this myself, right?
Now, I need to make sure that you are all nice clean for your date.
Twitches. Fist about to hit wall before it runs into his other fist as he catches himself. No, not dates.
I don't know. He sure seemed to need a date.
As he's going to reach down, open his pouch, and pull out his notebook, and just tap it before putting it back.
So, is he going to betray us?
Spoilers. This
Hello,
big thing
sweetie.
me not allowed to say.
Understood. Well, after your bath, I will go kill slay him.
No. Must live, survive.
So, Kerr, I have one response for your spoilers.
Yes.
Hello, sweetie.
Please no breaking the module.
Just remember, everything can be a friend if you have a high enough seduction check.
That's
I
not
just think I rolled a
friends.
natural. I just think I rolled a natural 20 in real life. Sorry, Zim, I broke your boyfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
you definitely did. I don't even understand what you're referring to, but, you know. Breathe, Kerr, breathe. Wait, I know how to fix him. Remember, you're playing Outlast tomorrow.
Don't think I forgot.
He had fixed his
Alright.
giggle fit.
So we got we got catch bathing. And Statch is helping catch. What does the rest of the party do?
Definitely not bathe.
Well, since I have a bunch of time until I get to meet with the kobolds, I'm going to go into the kitchen and help.
Alright. Emiko accepts the help. She is curious if you're as good with a pen as you are with an instrument. Am I gonna develop a love interest between Emiko and Nibbles?
That wouldn't be the first one.
It seems to be like half of the NPCs in the story are interested in different players. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But they're all going to be interested in Nibbles by the end of it. He's the bard.
Oh, that one comic where the party's getting kicked out of an inn because the bard laid with the innkeeper's daughters. So they go to another inn that's being run by genderless golems and orcs.
10 minutes later, they're being kicked out of that one as well.
Yep. My golems and orcs?
You can't be picky. And plus, it's racist if you don't.
God, Sim, you remember all of the jokes we used to make about Bowie and Rembrandt's recovering prostitutism?
Oh, yes. They were great.
That was the best. Every time he wanted to be alone with an NPC, we assumed that he was going to... he's going to break his vow of, you know...
Kalani, my character, was very protective of him and supportive of him wanting to recover. and would not let
Recovering
him...
prostitute, that was the one.
Yeah, recovering prostitute.
Okay, was anyone going to do
Recovering
anything
prostitute
before the
thinking about jealousy.
feast?
Ketch was going to go to the temple after his bath.
Oh, yeah.
And, Stacksh, he's gonna go to his carriage and look through all of his notes and such for, basically, perusing the options of what he might do to the noble.
Oh, no.
Zed has snuck into your carriage. And is currently brewing something in the corner.
Imagine that the carriage is basically, the front of it is nothing but an elaborate alchemist lab. Then there is a seat, and above the seat is a, well, no, actually, the seat can fold out into a nice bed.
Then, did you end up taking a look at that mirror thing I showed you?
Yes, I am interested in it, but I don't know if you guys are, you know... I don't have the money, and while Stacksh is interested in it, I don't know if the party really would know each other well enough yet for that much of an investment into Stacksh's cart. So basically, if they want to suggest it, Stacksh would be all for it. But he wouldn't go asking yet.
And somebody wanted to meet up with the kobolds before. Was it before the dinner, or?
That would be the meeting after.
Okay.
I believe 4th or 5th bell is what I told him.
Yeah. Okay, so Ketch, you go to visit the church.
Yep.
All right.
He walks in and it's just, "Forgive me, Father, for I am about to sin."
Which is a lot nicer than saying, "Forgive me, Daddy, I've been naughty."
This nobleman just
greeted?
wants me.
You're greeted by the priest.
Hello.
You've helped so much. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to see of possibly acquiring a holy symbol.
Of course. We do worship 6 deities here. Which holy symbol would you need?
Serenray.
Let me see. He summons a couple of his acolytes and kind of thinks for a moment. I think we got one over here, and they head off to one of the storerooms. Come back with a silver symbol for Sunrenray.
And he will offer to pay for it.
And you see the priest wave his hand. You've done enough. This one's on us.
He will nod in thanks and go and sit down and just kind of relax there for a little bit.
I may leave you to your prayer. I think this is a good time to end. Just before the feast.
Sounds good.
Seems good.
All right.
Works for me.
All right.
Well, everyone, thank you all so much for joining us for Infinite Unknowns Pathfinder. The map will probably be popping up later, Toshime. Like usual. In the donation goals are not necessarily completed or delivered the same session. It depends on a few factors, but it will be delivered. Like those kobolds were from last week's donation goal, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are the same kobolds from the previous dungeon.
Yeah. So,
Also, I can say too that we basically only made another like page or two in the actual book.
Yep.
but anyways,
I
thank
got
you
a lot
all.
more to work with this time.
Thank you all so much for joining us for Infinite Unknowns Pathfinder. I will be back tomorrow with more streaming. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do it without you guys. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. But for now, thank you again so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu. Wow, that was a delayed bits coming in.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for those biddies, Toshime. Have a good night. Good night, Pixelman. Good night, everyone else.